Hey Cancer, so nice to see you. So if you're a Cancer sun, a Cancer moon, a Cancer rising, this is your monthly reading. This could be interesting to anybody who's investigating any Cancerian energy in their chart. However this reading found you, I'm just glad you're here. Welcome back to returning friends. And if you're new here, a big warm hello. Please stay if you'd like to. I hope that this reading is helpful. My intention is that it comes alongside you in some way and hopefully assists you in gaining a deeper sense of clarity about something, or provides you confirmation or validation to anything that you're experiencing, feeling, navigating at this time, you know? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm really excited because I want to show off my new baby plants. So we're gonna do that, or my brain's not gonna let me rest. Look at this baby pink dragon. I believe that's what it is. How cute. There's another one in this shop. Cute, right? And then this is an alocasia poly. It's gonna unfold. Sorry, I'm freezing right now. I have the heat on. And then lastly, an alocasia purple sword. So those are my new babies that I just planted yesterday. All right, Cancer. Another thing I'm now remembering how I wanted to start off this reading is I got some very distinct visuals and messaging while I was preparing the cards. And the first visual was like of a wooden box and the lid lifting. And then I heard, "Who let the cat out of the bag?" And then I sighed and said, "Cleared the air." So there's this energy of clearing the air about something. So if you already resonate with that, even though just a little bit, let's investigate. It felt when I like sighed and said cleared the air, there's like a lot of peace and like relief, I would say, as well. Relief. So what's coming up for Cancer? Now, as you pay attention to the messages, only take the ones that resonate. You know yourself best. You're the expert of you, okay? So take what you want and leave the rest. Cancer. So we've got the Page of Bows, which I love these cards. I actually haven't used these cards with the collective yet, so I'm happy to share them with you. The first collective reading I've done with these cards. I've had them for years. Anyway, Page of Bows and then 5 of Arrows. I'm gonna only just take at the bottom here. So already this is air energy. So there's definitely a notion here of some sort of conflict or challenge that really takes it up to the cerebral, very mentally. It's challenging mentally. There's a lot of like strategy, it feels like. Yeah. Interesting. So we've got the 10 of Arrows as well and the Knight of Bows. So again, it's like very airy, very fiery. It's combustive. So that's probably why there's a lid popping off something, some sort of situation. It's really interesting, Cancer. It's taken quite a lot of mental energy and quite a lot of, again, strategy and strategic action. And it's this notion of like having to be on. But this kind of weasel, right? Like there's a sneakiness to it. I feel like there's almost like there's like a necessity to be quite like stealth in some form or another, like quiet and stealth. Maybe, that's why there is lids put on certain things, and strategy in regards to this like conflict, this challenge, this mental challenge, whatever it is. But it could also be sneaky on other sides of things, where it's navigating sneaky behavior. It could be also that. It could be, it honestly feels like quite psychological. The Seer at the bottom of the deck, really having to rely quite on the inner depth, the inner knowing, that High Priestess, right, energy. Really tapping into your own rhythms, really connecting with the earth, staying very internally grounded and utilizing inner sight, and letting that inner sight inform the mental energy in the form of strategy, if that makes sense. And interesting, Cancer. You see, with like there's like the hunter and then the goat there. Interesting. There's a sense of, I heard the word evading, like trying to evade certain things, and like that's where a lot of mental strategy has had to take place in order to evade a certain energy, until the lid's popped off of the thing, the cat is let out of the bag, the air is clear, the air is cleared. What else can you know about this? So we've got the Wanderer, the Fool in this deck, and the Page of Stones. It's the Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles. We've got two pages here, and now the Wanderer. So there is this new chapter. There's a lot of you're taking a lot of skill set. There's this certain skill set that you've gained from the previous chapter that you're bringing into this new space. There's a fresh new beginning with the pages and the Wanderer here. It's there, but with the pages, there's new skills to implement. So with the Wanderer traipsing off towards the Earth card, that this really shows that the energy is grounding. The Wanderer symbolizes like a whole new beginning. So things have ended. This is a whole new chapter. And there's a lot of growth potential in this new level as well. This really confirms that energy, that sigh, and the air is clear. Breathing easy, breathing easier. So, a situation becomes fully handled and a new beginning takes place. Okay. With a lot of resources to implement, new skill sets to implement, fine-tune, hone, grow. What else can we know about this energy of the spirit? Two of Arrows, injustice. Interesting. Can I get a clarifier on that, please? King of Arrows, the Kingfisher. So here comes that air energy again. Sometimes it is somewhat uncomfortable in a new chapter to trust in the expanse because of a difficult time of having to stay small and be very mentally strategic and evading certain energies, confronting energies, whether that be internally, externally, both, with this Five of Arrows and the Page of Bows that we talked about at the beginning. I hope that makes sense. It's totally valid to feel a bit nervous and a little bit deer in the headlights. With this Two of Arrows, that's a pause. It's feeling at a crossroads. It's feeling stuck. But the King of Arrows here, the energy quickly moves and starts flowing for sure. But just taking a moment here to validate that if anyone is feeling that way of finding, finding yourself in that new chapter. Certain experiences are like over, right? But tentatively moving forward in these fresh new steps in this new beginning, it can feel big. It can feel totally normal to be feeling at a crossroads or anything like that, because and then again, trusting in the safety of expanding again after but like I said, the energy quickly moves with this very precise and magical Kingfisher taking flight and being quite proficient with its abilities, right? I love watching Kingfishers. But there's this feeling of having more air to breathe, Cancer. The air is cleared. The World Tree. So this is confirmation of something coming to a close. It ended. It came to fruition. You experienced it. And some of you might still be in this energy, wherever you are in this timeline. The energy shifts and moves and a new beginning takes place. And it is fresh and there's so much more air to breathe and room to grow. And it's okay to do it at your own pace. It's totally normal to feel stuck every once in a while and feel very overwhelmed or overstimulated with the options and the potential. Just keep bringing it back to that inner core, that inner strength, that seer that you have developed a deeper relationship with, and ground with the earth and into your body, and just remind yourself to keep taking it at your own pace. And the Two of Arrows pausing, part of the Two of Arrows, the Two of Swords, is yes, feeling stuck, yes, feeling stagnant or overwhelmed with options. But it also can mean a pause, and a pause can be really, really helpful with assessing the information at hand, shifting focuses for a while, and trusting that the inspiration will come through. Yes. The sun of life. Yes. Yeah, things get better, and they continuously have this airiness, and you've learned so much. And like I said, there's this, keep applying these new skill sets to this new chapter, keep honing them. We have Page of Arrows, so Page of Swords, applying them, fine-tuning them. So whatever has been mentally released with this lid blowing off, who let the cat out of the bag, cleared the air. And to see how these two cards came out, where there's this sense of mentally evading something until it is addressed. It comes to a close with the World Tree. A whole new beginning opens with the Wanderer. The energy becomes lighter. And all of a sudden I feel like I'm in this expansive space. We have ecstasy, 5 of vessels, 5 of bows, empowerment. So the confidence level, the inner light, the beauty of you that is never lost. It just feels like there's this space to expand again and to bring you to become. There's a sense. The energy started off small, right? In a box, boom, lid lifted. Room to expand, to express. I heard the word sumptuous. Feeling sumptuous again, feeling very intentional. There's this feeling of confidence and alignment and proficiency when it comes to going for what it is that you want. It's very activating and amazing. Wow. Cool reading, Cancer. Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. Feeling connected, feeling this deep connection with self and with life, right? Mushrooms are part of a mycelium network. And when you see a little mushroom fruit, it may just be one, but it's attached to the greater mycelium network. And there's this feeling, Cancer, of feeling very tuned in and connected to yourself and to life. It feels very freeing. It feels very freeing, and it feels very empowering, because there's this feeling here, Cancer, of really like tapping into that feeling of connectedness. And sending out like your unique vibrations into the mycelium network of life, and receiving expressions back, receiving information back. that's helping guide your way, helping, solidify certain decisions, directions to take, and just feeling a sense of belonging, in your vessel, your environment, your community, the greater collective, with life itself. It's very highly spiritual because the awareness of this really indicates to me of someone who has had to navigate through a lot. And have had to be very mentally aware. And this energy here shows me that I'm talking to individuals that are so aware, they're aware of that, and are learning to feel safe in this new chapter to soothe and apply that very intelligent mind in certain ways that helps you get where you're wanting to go. And there's pauses, and there's playful energy here. There's, again, new skill sets. So you've learned a lot, and you are applying that learning and seeing the effects of that, the positive effects, the growth of that. So I love to see it, Cancer. This is cool. It's like this feeling of no longer feeling hunted, with this goat here, and we also have the weasel that really, relies on being very strategic and fast and stealth, right? Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. It's just this freeing energy, like that comes to an end. And a whole new, fresh space emerges with all this growth potential. And boy, Cancer, are you ever growing? It's amazing. Again, if you're still over here more, I hope this energy can be comforting, because there's this shift into closure and a whole new opening, full closure. So the only things that you bring is the deeper wisdom that you've gained. So let's get you a Rumi card. 12, divine discontent. It just, as we flow into this side of things, it just feels like having a deeper comfort with yourself and with life. Okay, divine discontent. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Rumi. Wow. All right, to end the reading, I'm going to read just a couple paragraphs from this write-up, okay? I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There is a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours. There is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, "Vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing, for the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable." Wow, Cancer. Yes. There has been this cry and this yearning. And this is just confirmation that your cries, your yearning, have been heard, and the energy shifts. And in that time, Cancer, you're building, and you're building certain skill sets that will help you in the future. It's so achingly beautiful and strong and profound. Like, it's just like in like the sharpness, the challenge of life, there's been chapters that have been so difficult, so hard, and may have felt or feel that they will never end. But they do, and they have, and they will. The ways that you have been not only strategizing the navigation of whatever this past challenging circumstance was, there's also been a lot of strategizing about how to make it better, what you want. And there is so much more clarity about what you want, what is important to you, what you desire as you emerge into this new beginning, because the challenge of the last situation made it easier to see. Wow. Well, I hope that this was helpful in some way. I send you so much love. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again.